So the next update is from the data storage and networking community. Eric Smith. Hello, Eric.
Hey, thanks, Michael.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. So the SNIA data storage and networking community educates and provides insights and leadership for applying technologies to a broad spectrum of end-to-end solutions. So that's sort of who we are. And on the next slide, we'll get into what we do and how we do it. We have an expert community. And so what we do is we drive the awareness and adoption of a broad set of technologies, including the ways that storage are presented to end user storage volume. So whether it's block, file, or object, the way that data gets transported, so networking and transport protocols sort of fall into that bucket. We cover AI ML infrastructure, hyperconverged solutions, storage security, acceleration, automation frameworks, and sustainability. And so for those topics, what we do is we deliver expert webinars and podcasts, white papers, articles in trade journals, blogs, and social media. And so to give you some examples of exactly what that means, on the next slide, we can look at what we did in 2024. So in 2024, we created several highly rated vendor-neutral educational webinars. And these webinars are typically averaging about 1,700 views per webinar and totaling over 10,000 views. And our average rating for these webinars is 4.8 out of a scale of 5, and they're very well received. And we also, at the end of a presentation, we frequently get more questions than we know we can answer during the session. Or if a question's really detailed and we know we're just not going to have the time to get into it during these webcasts, what we'll do is we'll capture all the questions, put them into a Q&A blog post, and then post that, hopefully within a couple of weeks after the session's done. And so we get a lot of interaction both through the presentation itself and the Q&A blogs after. Some of the topics we covered this year were accelerating generative AI, options for conquering data flow bottlenecks. We had an everything you wanted to know session, and it was everything you wanted to know about throughput, IOPS, and latency, but we're too proud to ask. We had addressing the hidden costs of AI, and where we started going into some of the, as it says, hidden costs, but really it got into some surprising things that you may not have known about AI and some of the challenges of working with it. The evolution of congestion management and fiber channel, we talked about FPIN and how it's being used, and we actually had some a host vendor, a network vendor, and a storage vendor on talking about the way that they implemented it and some of the challenges that they found when implementing FPIN, and the additional work that needs to be done there. We got into AI storage, which was our highest rated and most viewed webinar for last year. It's the critical role of storage in optimizing AI training workloads. If you would like to watch a really great webinar, I would highly recommend that. It was excellent. Ethernet in the age of AI, adapting to new networking challenges was another really great one. Topic, very current, and then finally how AI is challenging infrastructure. So we try to keep it, the topics that we talk about, we try to keep them sort of relevant, and so we're constantly evolving what we're trying to talk about and educate people on. Next slide, please. Our focus for 2025 is similar. We're going to continue to provide critical technology insights on data storage and networking, continue collaboration with SNIA communities and industry associations, and we'll continue the webinars. So the few that we have planned or are actively talking about right now, everything you wanted to know about RDMA is one of them. And I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be really helpful because there's not a lot of good 101 level material out there for RDMA. We have a AI ML infrastructure topic. We also, somebody's thinking about talking about the software storage stack and how that's evolving. We'll planning to have a session on fiber channel security, and we'll of course have more. And what could happen is if you wanted to come and join us, you can propose a session and even present it. if you'd like. And we just have to agree on it as a group and figure out if it's a topic we want to cover. But it's definitely one reason that you might want to consider coming and joining us. Next slide. Our members, again, Bill was just mentioning how they had a large influx of members at the end of the year due to the new membership. We did as well. So here are the members that we currently have as members of the DSN. And again, all are welcome to come join us. Again, we're going to provide education and strategic industry insights. We do a lot of exchanging ideas and talking about what are good topics to talk about and why. It's a great way to build your company and personal brand. And we do have a lot of fun. It's a really dynamic group with lots of personalities, and so it's one of those meetings I look forward to on a weekly basis. And then please contact us to get involved if you have any questions about what we're going to cover, if we'd be willing to cover something. Again, I'm Eric Smith. I'm the DSN chair, and DSN-chair at SNIA.org is a good way to get a hold of me.